Alrighty, son las 11:10. Queremos comenzar. English, Spanish, ¿cómo hago?
English.
English. Alrighty. So my name is Connie Nieto. I'm one of the Miami trainers. We are now doing it twice a year. Este año hicimos dos veces. Outreach office trainings to our offices. Valentina and your office always invites us. We're very happy to be here. If you need to connect with us, our email is trainers with an S. There's three of us, trainers at miamire.com, trainers at miamire.com. The idea of today's class is to gain some new marketing techniques, show you things that you could do in different systems, and then help you along with what to do. How many of you have listings? So you're a listing agent? And do you know what to do when you have a listing?
I feel so, but I'm eager to learn more.
And then what about what you could do for free with the association? So in this area here, we have a lot of condo and homeowner associations, no? And are they very permissive with open houses? Do they allow them? Okay. And so then I want you to think of a strategy that is not new, but we have a free open house search page that is consumer facing and is shared with all of the newspapers, local newspapers, as a search engine. And many times people will say, I work in an area that's condo rich, and the condos do not permit open house. And even when I do showings, they can be a struggle. Um, so how can I showcase the property? And one of the things that you can do is create a open virtual open house. So it's virtually, right? You would showcase a video. You could create a video with your cell phone and upload it to YouTube. You can do a Facebook Live and share a Facebook Live link. And that way you're live.
What?
Huh?
Virtual.
Open house.
Open virtual open house.
Yeah, yes, and
Open.
it's just virtual open house. I see. Now, the reason I suggest this is number one, seeing still pictures is captivating, but actually opening the door to the property. One of the things that condos have changed throughout the years, especially buildings in general, is before you used to get to buildings and everything was closed, older buildings. And now a lot of the concept is even the hallways are larger, more illuminated, right? And even the walkway into the building is beautiful. So the entryway is pretty. Then you go up the elevator and you can feature all of that in a video. You could have the video already on YouTube, and when you do a virtual open house, it can be branded to you. Very different from the video that you put in the listing that cannot be branded to you. When you do a virtual open house, it can be branded to you. So you could actually do a video way before, have it already edited, and it could have Optimar, your face, you could talk in it because it is your open house. Now, how is that beneficial? The more people see the property and the quicker they see it, the more they will want to purchase it. And also, the listing has a time frame. When listings sit for longer than months, people immediately start to question if the listing has something. And it's in our nature to say, why has it been so long in the market? And that's one of the things that I'm sure that when you do listing presentation, you tell them, listen, if you price it off, no one's offering. But if you price it right, you might get an offer quick. So I know that that's something that we deal with. So how do you do these open houses? Where do they go? And how can I make sure that you have your picture when it is ready to go? So I like to start in reverse, because if I show you where it's going to go, then it might interest you to do it. So they go to a place called South Florida openhousesearch.com. South Florida openhousesearch.com. This is a free consumer-friendly website for people to come and visit, right? South Florida openhousesearch.com. When I write to you, Valentina, I'll send you that name porque es muy largo, right? But also when you're at listing presentation or you're talking to your customer, you can also say, that you are going to provide them with a virtual open house because you know the building or association doesn't permit them. But that doesn't stop you. You will provide them this virtual open house, right? And that's an additional thing that you get for free, but you can list it on the services that you provide, right? So you're going to put this here and then they can come. I'm going to look for Sunny Isle, right? And I'm going to search. Any consumer can come and look and they can see. Now they can come in and look, click, and this is what you would be creating for your customer. The pictures from the MLS will automatically come to this system. It has the address, when is the open house, the property description from the MLS. You can download this. You can share it on your social sites. It has the property detail, who's the listing office, and who it's listed by. Now, I don't like this. This person, I'm not talking about the agent, but they haven't put their picture in Matrix in a certain spot. Therefore, he's losing the opportunity for people to see who he is. And branding yourself, this is the first part of branding. So you would avoid doing this. And I'm going to show you how to go into Matrix and make sure your photo is in the right place, right? But the other thing it has, it talks about the brokerage, when it is, and this one is live in person. But yours, if it was virtual, it would say virtual open house, and there would be a link to it. It gives the location, tours, right? More info, and they can request a showing. Let me come up here so you could see it. They can request a showing and get more info if they want, and this would connect with you. And this is free. You just have to put it in the system. Now, I want to come up and show you that you can click to share and you can copy the link. And if this is your listing, you copy the link, and let me come in and show you, let's say Facebook. So if this was my listing, this is another way for me to put it wherever I can put a link. You can do it on Facebook, right? Okay. And I can click next and post it and share it. That's one way. Now we're going to come back to this. I can copy this link. And if you give me a second, I'm going to open up my WhatsApp. How many of you use WhatsApp?
Everybody.
And that's the reason that I always try to show you what you can do with WhatsApp, because we forget that you have many of your contacts and your contacts can see your status. And that is a simple way to maybe remind someone that you're a realtor. Okay, so you can come into here, click on the status, and you see how I have my little thing? There's a pencil, correct? So I can come in, paste this in, and that's a link to the property, right? Oh, and I really don't like that palette. They have these Halloween colors, and it's like, me mata. I'll leave it there. Looking to move? Contact me. And you do what? Hold on, let me move you go ahead and you send it. Okay, and now what's happened? Look how it looks. The property shows. This is why also that first picture in the MLS is so important, because maybe he should not have had this image as the first one. You should have something that has furniture or looks like it's a home. But you see how it seeps through and people can come here and start to look. I posted this last night and I have 12 views and I don't sell. But when you have something attractive, what do people do? Click. So this is another way for you to use a link and showcase that you have a property and remind people that you're a realtor. And this is free because you already WhatsApp. So you have this, okay? Another way to do this, and a lot of you don't consider whether it's your listing or it's an okay to advertise. I'm going to go ahead and open up this, and then I'm going to open my other account. your email signatures, how many of you send emails? Once, twice, 10 a day, right? Your email signatures should have a link to some type of property because people are capable of not reading your message. But if you have a link or a photo, what do they do? It's the reasons that Macs were so popular at first because they had virus control over, because people would send pictures with viruses in it or links that would take you to a virus, right? And that's one of the reasons Macs were so popular. So remember that this was a link. If I'm the listing owner, I could put a picture and link it, but I could also put, featuring property in Sunny Isle and share the link to the property. So this is how you would do that. I'm sure you guys know how. You would come into your email system, right? Click the settings. So you can look anywhere on YouTube. I have Microsoft or whatever. I have Gmail, Yahoo, and it'll give you how to get to your signature. And you come to your signature. And here, right, you could add it. So let me show you. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to put, right? I put my words I want. I select. I click on the link and I paste in the link to the property. I click apply, and once a week I could update this. Or if it's my listing, I leave it for as long as I have it. And what am I doing when they receive it? Now I just click on save. Every time I compose a message, that link is there and they can click and go to the property page. Do you like that?
Yes.
So these are easy, simple, additional steps that you could do to make sure that your property is featured wherever you are. Okay? And you could do this with a virtual open house. Now, let's show you how to add that virtual open house. You come into Miami Realtors. You guys click onto your gateway. You log in with your username and password. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you can mark your favorites on the top. And all you have to do is find the tile and click a star. And coming soon, in the next couple of weeks, these will now be categorized. So you will know what they're for. So all the rental ones and tenant screening ones will be in one, and that's coming soon. But to do what we want to do, we're going to come into Matrix, click, and then this is for a listing. So you have to have it with a listing. So I find my active listings, right? And I select the one I want to do this for. I click to edit. And now I can do the open house. I click open house and now I select virtual public. I put in the date. And since this is virtual, I can have it from 8 in the morning to 11:59 at night. And I can do it several days. Then I can come in the description, condo with gorgeous views. And you could do something like association fee X so that they immediately know. And then you would put your link to your video here. And you would submit. So if you're doing a video that you're uploading to YouTube, I want to show you. Here's YouTube. Let's say that this was your video. You open it. You click to share. And this is the link that you would copy. You come into Matrix and you paste it in. And now what you do is what? Submit. So this takes 48 hours. And once you do that, it goes into South Florida openhousesearch.com. Now the picture. I'm going to show you distinct places to put your picture because people that are seasoned realtors, that means that they've been around for at least 7, 8 or plus years. Anybody here? Seasoned realtors hesitate at coming to matrix classes. And then you miss on certain things that you should have set up, which is why I think Valentina invites me. And we understand that because you guys already know the industry, you know what you need, and you move along. But every program needs to have things set up. So I'm not calling attention to you. I know that you guys are good at business, so you're not going to come and take a matrix class because you know how to function in it, right? But these are key things you need. Number one, under the Add Edit tab, you click Add Edit, and in the roster area, you should click and put your license number. I'm going to put Connie because that's my ID. You would put in your number. No SL, no nothing, just your number in the roster area. And you click to edit. You manage your photos and you click to browse. When you do onboarding, that's one of the things that you could do the minute they have a picture. And you could even do an overlay if you wanted to with the logo of Optimar. And that way make sure that they have their picture. Now, this picture goes to the agent registry so people can search you, other agents. This is the picture that goes to MLS Touch, the application. And this is the picture that is shared with the South Florida Property Search and the South Florida Open House Search and the South Florida Commercial Property Search. So if you don't have your picture here, it doesn't go with your listing. So you should all put your picture here, whether you're a listing agent or not, because you could potentially be one, but that doesn't matter. Every time a property goes out or someone searches for you, this is the picture that would show. So this is a vital one. You come in, you select it, and if you have an older one, now I just put myself as an example. Oh my goodness, where's my picture? Oh. You select your picture, right? It'll appear. And let's say that you have an older one that you need to remove. You would select the older one and delete it. And then now you even have a space to put your name and title. So you should put yourself, realtor extraordinaire and your name. Because some of the places where we send this to, that name will appear. And now you have your picture here and you certify and save. That's one spot to put your picture in the system.
Yeah.
I'm sorry? Add edit is on the top. You click here. I'm going to repeat it. You click here and in the roster where it says quick modify agent ID, this is where you put it. Your license number. And then you click edit. And then you select manage photos. You ready? Do I do the second place to put the picture? So the second most important place to put your picture for any agent, whether you're a buyer agent or a listing agent, for any agent, is here. You come to hello, settings, and my information. Hello, settings, my information. I'm doing it like that because some of you are doing it. So I want you guys to have a minute. Why are these important? You should never send anything to anyone from the system without having the next picture I showed you set up. Because now when you send items from the system, they're going to be attached to one home. and you need to have all of your info in there. Okay, so you come here to settings, my information, and it's the last tab. Ustedes le hacen o ayudan con eso, ¿no? Por eso no es como que tú no sabes. So you click on one home. This picture is very important because when you send listings from the MLS, they're going to open one home, and this is the picture of you they see. Now, here are the rules. It should be 5 years old, not you at 5 years old. It should be with the same color hair, same amount of hair. And if you wear glasses, take the picture with glasses. Glasses are in. Bueno, es que depende de la persona because I would take mine with sunglasses because I always have it. Now, why do I say that? So they recognize you. Now, of course, I'm here the teacher. Any of you speak Spanish? I'm acting like el curita gatica. Predica, predica y no practica. Because my picture is 8 years old. But I'm not a realtor. So the rule does not apply.
Good.
I don't know that thank you,
Good.
but I don't know that I care. Because the last picture they took of me, I look like the Grinch. Tengo hasta los dientes azules. Because they put a filter. Y yo estaba sonriendo, estaba con los dientes azules, con caries. So I'm protesting and I'm not changing my picture. But I tell you that this page also, the one home one, you should really come in and put in your links to social and make sure that the info is correct. And you have another opportunity here. How many of you have any type of video with the services that you provide? Have you posted something with the services you provide that's could considered a reel? Like that's a link, right? So you can download that Instagram reel and you can put it on YouTube. And I'm going to tell you why. Generationally, we have now more than almost 10% of buyers are this new generation Z. And they are not purchasing alone. They are purchasing with the boomer. So normally you would have transactions and it would be one person, two people. And now the majority of transactions are 3 plus, even to buy the primary home because of affordability, because of credit, because the grandparents want the grandkid to have a place. So that doesn't matter to us. But the Generation Z is a huge influencer of the boomer, and the boomer is the largest property owner in the United States, but also they are the YouTube kids. They do everything on YouTube. So if you're not where they search, you're not real. Now, that's not a Connie fact. That is, people have come to my social media class and straight told me, I've been in the industry 20, 30, 40 years. And these kids think I'm retired because they don't find me where they look. YouTube. How do I get on YouTube? YouTube is the easiest account and the freest account you could get. All you need is a Gmail. And if you already have it, you log in with the Gmail to YouTube and you can put your Optimar, because I see it everywhere. I see it in stickers. So they have your logo everywhere. So you brand your videos with a logo. You go ahead and you put a backdrop and you put your same picture you would put here. You put that as the primary picture. And that reel or that video that you have, you load it to YouTube. Not to mention, how many of you Google?
Yeah.
And YouTube is the sister of Google. So that just already automatically helps you with search engine optimization and the Google search. Do you need to have a lot of videos? No. But how many of you, when you have listings, you take video, upload it to that channel? How many of you have gone to new construction? I hate that I can't see you, me tiene loca. Sí, no quiero que te dé torticolina, a ti ni a mí. How many of you go to new construction or to developments and take video? Where do you put that video?
No. Instagram.
It needs to go on YouTube. I'm going to tell you why. Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram is the same. But the other big search is Google. And the way to get there. And now, please smartly call your YouTube channel your name, comma, realtor, your name, comma, real estate agent, your name, comma, whatever. And in the description, you say, I am a realtor with X amount of years and I belong to Optimar, whatever. That way you comply with your office. But you also mention that you belong to the brokerage. And I suggested to you that you put the logo for Optimar as the seal. Would you like to see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So you're going to do this video and you can put a video link here. I want you to see that you can put a video. This goes to anybody that you send properties from the MLS, this page here. You have to fill it completely, but it has the option for a video. And it only accepts videos from YouTube and Vimeo. So YouTube, here is my YouTube channel. So you log in like you were doing Google, right? And you go to your channel and you create.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, how annoying. Who's that person? The worst part of having this is that most people don't like their own voice. Other people may like your voice, but you hear yourself and you're like, oh my God. So imagine I have to edit my own videos, right? So when I take forever, right? But I send it, but I take forever. I'm gonna go ahead and customize my channel so you can see it. And this is what I mean. You create a banner. You don't have a banner? You just put the Optimar thing if you want. Or the same one that you use for Facebook for the business page, you can pop into here. Okay? Then this picture should be of you. The same one that you use for Instagram, that you use for Facebook, whatever, it should be you. But they have, you create your handle. Please try to use your name so that the search engine optimization, when people look for you, you come up several times. The same thing that you use for socials, you should put here. Your description, this is where you should say where you work, right? And what you do. I'm just fresh, and the association calls themselves Miami. So I only put Miami there. Did you see that? Don't get me in trouble. Then you have your channel, your URL, perfect, right? But the watermark, you need to put this so people don't copy your video because people that pay YouTube subscriptions at times can download your video. So what you do, they can download them, but what you come and you do is that you watermark them. And here you could put Optimar's logo if you like. And that way the video will run and always have the logo as a watermark. Now I learned now, and I haven't done it myself here, I learned now that aesthetically, the nicest thing to do here is to put a PNG file without a background. But why do you care? It's your video. You just want to brand it. Okay. If you have your logo and Optimar's and you have it together, because some people do that, right? You'll have like a little logo, like maybe your initials. You put that here so that the video always comes with your branding. Okay. This is the easiest thing to have is a YouTube channel. And then what you do when you have a video, you click create, you upload, and if it's a minute or less, it's a short. And the short was created to counter Reels and TikTok. So they're pushing the shorts like crazy. So if you do a 30-second video of, oh, you need to move into this spot, look at this gorgeous new building that's coming. And it's only 30 seconds. You put that, of course, as a reel. If you TikTok, you TikTok it, and then you come and you put it here, and it's considered a short. And since they're trying to combat TikTok and Instagram, the shorts come up and they have the most visibility for free. You don't have to pay for that because they're trying to compete with these other venues and channels. It's a great marketing tool. By the way, how many of you have ever walked the beach in the morning or in the afternoon? So why aren't you videoing that? My best times were my husband built the Aqualina. He helped build the Muse. He helped build the Ritz. So sometimes he wanted to carpool and I would drive in, leave him, and then there's that public parking right off the causeway of 160 some. I would park there, put on my flip-flops and go to the bridge that says Sunny Isle, and then you walk the beach. The best free videos are of them, even if it's overcast, it's pretty. That's a video to put here and to put on Instagram if you sell this area. It's impressive, especially if we walk out to the bridge and you just video the sea. Oh, qué lindo. And then turn around and showcase the ocean. The only reason I know that that parking is there is that you're literally parked on the beach. You get sand on that parking lot. So, and I think there's like 10, 15 slots. Beautiful. Go do that. Okay, you're walking and it's very short. You could do a long one and upload it here, but you could do a short one. Now, don't give my parking secrets. I don't know. What you have to remember, I'm the technology instructor with technology issues.
Most of the time, we work with all of these, and for YouTube, like, it was like not 30 seconds, it's like a horizontal video. So for the shorts, YouTube, you do vertical or horizontal?
Vertical. They're to compete with TikTok and Reels. Now, if you go do what I just told you and you take a 3 to 5 minute video, right? I even one time for my cousin, she was here on vacation, and since there was no one on the beach, I wrote, her name and, Sunny Isle and the year in the middle on the sand. There's no one on the beach. At 7, it's yours. Best time. At 11, when you start to hear other people come, what do you do? And for my skin type, that's the only time to go in the sun. After that, I'm like, I turn into a lobster. So, but you do that. So let's say you do a 3-minute video, you would put that directly, but you do a short one. And this is what you're asking me. And you put that on the reel and you put that as a short. And if you TikTok, you put it on TikTok, but you take the longer version like this. By the way, people are so tired of filters, and people right now, AI is creating so many videos that one of the things that you can put in that caption is, this was not generated by AI. This is what it really looks like to be in Sunny Isle. Okay. And that will bring attraction because people are looking for things that are not AI created. Because AI is beautiful.
But you know immediately that it's.
Well, good AI doesn't let you know, but people are tired of the filter and of that. It's too much. I don't need the water to be 100% turquoise or sapphire.
Yeah.
But what I want to hear is the sound and the crash and the feet in the sand. Do not forget that in essence, people's taste is very simple and less is more.
Yes.
So use that. You're right here. Every time you visit a site, every time you see a new building come up, every time you're involved, those are all videos that you should be marketing, not just for listings. Okay. This for me is a pet peeve because this is free. This is easy. And all of you pay thousands of dollars. Everybody have a cell phone?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yeah.
How much do you pay for that?
Oh my gosh.
It is more expensive than your MacBook because you pay forever for it. And then the minute that you think you're done, they bring out a new one. And what do? Again.
Yeah.
How long have you had your MacBook or your computer?
Yeah.
Versus how quick do you change your cell phone? And since they included it in the monthly price, you go, thousands of dollars. I call it half of my brain now. Before it was a quarter. You guys don't feel that way? How many of you do everything here? you pay your
Me.
bills, you contact your,
Everything.
and I always say, I can lose my husband, I can't lose this. I can find him with this.
You can find him
With this. That's why I say it. So if I lose him, I go find.
find people, and that's it. My finder.
I even find my kids like that. My kids hate it. They're almost 30. And I go, because they know that if they're close to something that I want.
Uh-huh.
So right now, one of my sons is in Miami Lakes, and the other one is in downtown Miami. So, if I wanted bagels on Sunday from a certain place, I could go, hi, are you gonna come visit me? See, can you stop by the,
How do you know?
how do you know? And I'm like, well, I see you. Or when they're on the way to the house and I need butter or whatever. You haven't gotten here yet. Can you stop to this? Mom, you're creepy. Okay, okay. But that's why I say that I can find my husband, not that you
You can
see, you
find
think
your
horrible
husband,
things.
yes.
And I was not being evil, I was just being fun. I didn't even look where my husband was. Did you notice that? Okay, so you can upload video here. This is also another great way. Let me show you the channel. When you create these banners, make sure they have your contact info. I'll give you an example. Let me see if I have my Facebook. Go ahead, ask me.
Watermark, I'm trying to get to the watermark.
It might make you put up videos before it lets you.
I have.
You might need to use it more. It doesn't let you do everything until you start to use it.
Okay.
It's just like Facebook. Facebook is doing that again. And so is Instagram. If you don't use it, they don't give you all the buttons. Facebook used to do that all the time. Now they're back at it. And Instagram is doing it too. So you would have to come here. I'm sorry, here. And you would need to go first to your channel. And then what I did was customize your channel. Oh my God, how annoying. And the worst part is that they make me keep the video there. You come here and you click customize channel. And then here, if you have it, so you have your banner, your picture, your name, your handle, your description. And then at the very end, it has the video watermark. And to me, it's important so that if they take your video, you still get your credit. What I wanted to show you was, you see how I have this here? You really need to have a banner like this. Well, maybe this isn't even the best one. Let me show you different ones I've had. Look at this.
That is beautiful.
Now, you do this all on Canva, and in Canva for free, you can do a Facebook page cover, a Facebook business page cover. You search for it like that. And if you don't have a picture, you can buy a picture for $2 or go take that picture at 7:30 in the morning on the beach and pop it here. You put your picture and you put all of your contact details so that when you put it on YouTube, that also shows. Please put it in the middle because YouTube banners are meant to be, I don't know how to show you here. The banner changes if they're seeing it on your phone. So the info needs to be in the middle. So it always shows. Okay. Now, I don't know if this was the marketing that Valentina wanted me to do, but I think you guys are engaged, so it doesn't matter. That's the easiest one for you to do. It doesn't have to be that one, but that way it'll have the info. But if you can create one with Optimar and you and your number, but what you're doing with a watermark is not letting someone download the video and say it's theirs. By putting anything there, you're reminding them that it belongs to someone. That's all it is. Okay, it's for your copyright. See, own trademark. And you belong to Optimar, like you're linked to them. So you just put it, and that's the easiest because that's already done. Okay. Now, let's talk about other ways to market. If you don't have listings and you want to send things out, I want to again tell you that you can come into the resources and there's a product called Infinity.
trying to do Infinity yesterday, like for a buy, it has the listing side and the buyer side. It does not have that many properties, but it's good enough. But when I went to
It doesn't
buy
have any rentals.
No, but when I went to buy, the buyer side, and it says, to create like a name, and I tried and tried to.
Let me
create-
see it. We can read. The best thing to do with that is screen print it or record the screen and send it to trainers@miamire.com. Because I can't help you if I don't know. And we can't, and it's a system, so they could have an error, right?
So, like, there, and then go to buyers.
I'm gonna do it. It's infinity. I give it a second. The best thing about this is that it's being recorded. And tomorrow I have time, so I can't tell Valentina that I can't do it. In other words, I'm committing to editing the video and send it to her. Let's give it a second. Why I like this is remember that this is a 24/7 AI assistant that you can send it to anyone or post it and they could get answers about the property and then contact you for more. Okay. Now it's not loading. I don't know if my internet is bad. It doesn't look like it though. Let me try it again.
It's not loading.
Yeah. Maybe they were having issues.
Ah, it's there. No?
No, it's not.
No.
That when you go to seller, you don't need to create, like a folder.
No, but for the buyer side, you do. And what we recommend is that if it is for a person, you put the person's name. But if you're just gonna feature a property, you could just say Sunny Isle condo and click enter. I'm sorry, it's not working.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not open.
No.
Even for you, it's not open.
Yeah, so that means that they're having an issue. It might be our internet, but they may be having an issue. Let me go ahead and write in. Mira, I'm gonna show you because I think on Facebook I have one. I'm gonna come in and show you what you could do and why it's important. So here's an infinity video, and I'm gonna click in it just to get the URL. Because you can go into Infinity, search as a buyer's client, create the folder and call it Sunny Isle or whatever you like to call it, and then select a property and be able to feature. They're having issues because it's not even loading. Yeah, I'll go ahead and report it later. I have another way to show you. So how many of you would like to share, not advertise, share listings? Because you don't have one right now. So let's look for one. I'm going to come into Matrix. I'm going to do a search, RE1, RE2. And let's say that I want an active listing. Yeah, they're having issues then. An active listing, let's say I want it 3 million to 12 million. I wish to sale upon you, right? And I want it in Sunny Isle. So I'm going to come and put Sunny Isle. And then I don't know if you guys have taken an okay to advertise class or not, but you can actually, in the additional fields, add okay to advertise. And you can select not required and even the required. And you have 46 listings in Sunny Isle that you could share. So I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to come to the results and I'm going to show you the whole process. So there is a horrible $11,800,000
I don't like that.
property one.
The property is not there.
Can I do the 10,000,006 one? And the first thing that needs to happen here is that it needs to begin with the letter A because we're going to share it through Agent 3000. So I'm going to click on it And I need to make sure it has enough pictures. So will we sacrifice ourselves?
Yes, 37 pictures.
Okay, you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you do. You copy the MLS number, right? Copy. And then you click the three buttons on the top. You see it?
Yeah.
And you're going to come to print. And you're going to print to PDF, save a PDF. Save. And you're going to save this with the MLS number. Why? Because that printout is going to have this. Yes, you can. Okay, to advertise it, an attribution is required. But it says what? Yes. So you keep that. So if they ever say anything to you, you go, when I shared it, this was there. Plus, we're not advertising. We're going to share. And that share means that it's linked to the Internet Data Exchange, right? And it updates according to the status of the listing. So you are not sharing properties that are not available and congesting the World Wide Web with items that are not available.
How do you share
Because,
from there?
and I'm going to show you. We're not going to do it from here. We copied here, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to go back into our resources and we're going to look for Agent 3000. And we're going to click here. Since I couldn't do it in Infinity, I'm going to do it here. I agree. I'll read later. And then there are several things you could do. You could come and search for social media. You see it in Agent 3000. Now, before you do anything in Agent 3000, this is another third-party vendor, right? The same way I have to put my pictures in Matrix in certain spots, I need to put my photo and logo and info here before I start to use it. So to do that, it's the very top green button on the top left-hand side. I click and I enter all of my information, including my website, and I save it. And then I come and I do logo and I put in my company logo. And then I do my photo and I upload my photo. You never do anything with it until you do this step first to make sure everything goes with your picture and your info. And again, that was the green button on the top left. Once you have that done, we're going to scroll down and do social media tools, listing collage post. And here, when I click it, it's asked me for the MLS number and I paste it in. And notice how it automatically brought me the info. Agent 3000 is connected to the MLS data. So you get use of the pictures because it's connected. So I can come into here. I accept it because I know that I have the okay to advertise. I agree. And do you guys share listings at Optimar? So if one person has a property, everybody can showcase it? So they have to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. But if they do, if they do say yes, they could do this too. Okay. So look, I'm going to select a photo, select another photo, right? And I have 5 pictures that I'm going to share. Those are it. Correct?
Yeah.
And now I click to create collage. And I can now post it to Facebook, Pinterest, or LinkedIn.
Not in Instagram.
No. Instagram does not allow links unless it's a story. And that's an issue. And now in some occasions, it lets you put a link, but you have to pay. And not everyone has been allowed to do that. So I'm going to do here LinkedIn and show you. Right? Now, what do I put here? Gorgeous Sunny Isles condo with waterfront view is waiting for you. Right?
Yeah.
And now I post it. That easy. Now look how the post looks.
Nice.
And what does the customer do?
Click.
The internet is slow then. No es infinity. No está abriendo.
Yo creo que todo está medio.
The internet has been horrible lately, everywhere. I think it's too many people.
Even in the phone is a nightmare.
No, the phone is a nightmare. But we won't give up. It says it
Yeah,
can't be
can't give up.
reached. Now, remember that we have a link here. I got it. Remember that it creates a single property website for you with photos and info. Now, this is a link, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to copy it. And look, I'm going to come to WhatsApp. And I'm going to do the same thing, the pencil, and paste it. Connie, why are you doing this? Because if I created it for one, I'm going to put it everywhere that I can, right? It's taking a minute to load. That's fine. Okay. And now what do I do? Send it. Unfortunately, it didn't pop up the picture. Normally it pops up the picture. So you would see it like this with an image. Let me try it again. Let me see if it'll populate. There you go. You see how that one time it did it?
Yeah.
And that makes a difference because then when I post it, look. Right? And I click
But
enter.
from here, you can send to
Look.
Instagram, no?
Look at here. And when they see me, this is what they see.
I have a question for you. From there, from WhatsApp, you can send it to Instagram.
But it's a link.
Just only a link.
Mhm.
It's not like this.
And the purpose of the link is if the listing changes status, it's going to update. And when it's no longer available, so it goes into pending or sold or expired or withdrawn, it'll automatically say, please contact the agent
Yes.
with you. This listing is no longer available. So you're not falsely advertising
Yes, yes.
because it's connected. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I was connecting with my cell phone, that same link,
Mhm.
you go on to Instagram and you can put a picture of Sunny Isle and say condo with a view, click here, and you can add it to your story. The story is the only place that lets you add a link.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now I'm going to come back to Agent 3000. I'm going to give you a partial solution to the Instagram, but you can only do this if you're going to be monitoring the listing. And the minute that it changes status, you have to either go delete or say no longer available. So that would be this one, which is a flyer. And you can do the 4-photo flyer. Paste it. Oh, no, I already don't have the link. Hold on. Let me come back to Matrix. Let's do a different one so we see something else. Terrible, right?
No. Yeah.
Not for us, but someone can buy it. So we're going to come. No, yo no tengo la plata, pero puedo mirar. I can look.
Yeah.
By the way, you see how the pictures are here? I can come and select it, right? So I put the MLS number. I can select the pictures. I can actually put do not show address or price so that they contact me. I can add my photo. I like your photo more than the QR code because I want them to see you. But that's my choice. I don't run your business. You do what's good for you. You put your contact info, right? And you can create a JPEG. Here's my flyer. Look, I right click on this. I right click on this. I save it. And now that I have it saved as a picture, I can come on Instagram and put it in.
You can put the picture in Instagram.
But then you need to monitor that listing.
Yeah.
So if it changes from active with contract or active to any other status, when you post, so I'm here on Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and select to create, post, and pick my picture. I resize it so it looks good. Here it is, correct?
Yeah.
Next. Next. Now, why do I have access to the pictures? Number one, because it starts with an A listing. And number two, I'm using Agent 3000 because you cannot go into the MLS and cut and paste the pictures.
Yes, it's
You don't
not.
have rights to those photos. So I only have the right because I'm using Agent 3000. Corey is waiting. Contact me. You guys would do a call to action. Contact me via cell phone, text, put your phone number, and then what do? Share. If it goes off market, what do you have to do?
Delete
Go
it.
into it. The best thing to do is to delete
Mm.
because you already got people to see it. Yeah, the internet is a little slow. It's not even posting that. Okay. Now, how else to market yourself? I want to come to the AI page a little bit. So it's miamirealtors.com/AI. How many of you could use some help with writing a proposal letter, with writing a property description, and with sharing statistics?
They all need help.
All right. So
I use it.
how many of you use ChatGPT? We use Copilot because it just supposedly will save your info a little more. You can use, I also like how Copilot writes better.
Really?
So, but that's me. Who needs to like it? You, not Connie. I don't run your business. So, but I'm going to show you with Copilot some prompts. So I wanted to go for a listing presentation. I want you to see a couple of things that you could tell it, or I'm going to go to work with a buyer or an investor. So yeah, the internet is slow. We'll let that think. Let me come back. What else can we use? I'm going to try to open up RPR and talk to you guys about what's new in RPR and what it's doing for you. So research, residential market trend, and then a zip code, please.
33160.
And I select it. And now single family condo, what?
Whatever. Condo.
In North Miami Beach?
It's in North Miami.
North Miami.
Yeah, they have.
I'm asking. I don't know the area. I don't sell it.
Yeah, it's North Miami.
So there's my condo stats. Now, before you used to have to transfer this, go to Canva, try to make it pretty, or you would just be able to share a picture of this. Look what they're doing now. Look what they just did this last week. So if you start to use it, you're going to be the first because no one's looked at it. Do you see the create script writer?
Yeah.
Click there. And then you could tell it to do an article for you. You could tell it to do a social media card. You could tell it to do a PowerPoint, a video, a client email, or a script. Now, I'm going to start with the first one. Let's say that you want a blog. I'm going to click the article and I can choose from professional, conversational, friendly, confident, encouraging, warm and reassuring, or direct and bold. You pick your poison. You can do buyers, first-time buyers, move up, sellers, luxury home sellers, downsizing, distressed, or investors. I'm going to just do buyers. I select it and I generate. Why is this important? The biggest problem with using Copilot or ChatGPT or something, and if you don't pay for the enhanced version, is that your data and statistics can and most probably will be wrong. So what RPR is doing is working in conjunction with AI, but they're the fountain of the statistics. So you're going to directly where statistics are created and you're doing this. So look now, navigating the North Miami Beach Real estate market. Hello, future homeowners. Market overview, inventory, supply, new listings, active listings, pending, local highlights, forward-looking opportunities, and your call to action. You can copy it, paste it, and you told me it was just North Miami?
It's not. This is on the aisle, so if you want the zero.
So you see how the postal code refers to the number of the post. So when you copy it and paste it somewhere, you can edit your text, right? You can share it by email, export it to PDF, or export to Word. Let's see if it'll do it. And here you can come and edit it. Okay? All done for you. Why do you edit it? You have to read it because you're responsible for whatever you post. And maybe it says something that you don't like, so you can remove. But did you have to write it? No. The next thing that it can do for you is a social media card. And this is branded and sized right for you to post on Instagram. Every 20th, from the 15th to the 20th of the month, you should put a reminder of yourself to share statistics. You should. So you could talk about what happened last month. So you click here, you click to create social card. You make sure your photo, your picture, your info is correct. Right? Okay. You're going to come next, select the background, and you can pick from these. Right? This is what it would look like. And it already has your photo, your logo, and all of the details. So you don't have to create this. And now what do? Share with caption, and it'll generate a caption for you. From the 15th to the 20th of every month, you should be posting. Let's say that you cover 6 zip codes, one every day. And that will give you posts free. Now look, I don't like this one, Connie. View 4, and you have 4 options. I can select the one I want, and I can do what? Copy it. And I can come and do what with a picture? Save it. Right? Social media has been saved. I want to download it. And now I've downloaded the picture. Now that I downloaded the picture, I'm going to make sure I'm going to copy it again, the caption. And now I'm going to come to Instagram. Select to create, post, select from computer. Look how beautiful my card fits.
Amazing.
I do next, and I paste it in. I read it, I like it, and what do? Did I work hard or did I work smart? Remember the statistics I gave you. 60,000, it's right now it's roughly 57,000 members. 10 to 15 will come to some class because we include when we come out to the office with our stats. 3 to 5 of those that came to our class will use something. That's it. Other people pay or whatever, and you have this for free. You can do it for all of your areas. You can do condo townhouse, and then you can do single family and say in this area, there's this and this, and share both, whatever you want, but you have it there. Now, look at the other stuff it's doing. I can also come into here. I'm going to X out from this one. If I'm doing a PowerPoint, this one impressed me yesterday because I like to create PowerPoints. And what happens when you have to go to a presentation and the person requires more than just your pretty face? You need to present the area. So you need to have photos, you need to have the statistics. You can come here, create. You can choose yours direct and bold and generate. And it will create a PowerPoint presentation for you. So please don't go empty-handed to meeting with any customer anymore. You don't have to. You add this, a slide about you and Optimar and what you're offer, your picture, and you're ready to go. Okay, it's taking 5 minutes. So go stand up, go to the bathroom, answer a phone call, and come back and wait for it to be generated. The reason I liked it is because, look, you can select a sketch, an estate, or a skyline. So I'm going to select sketch and I'm going to download it. I don't find that it takes a lot of time. And look, you'll see.
Yes, when-
And clients maybe will think you are all day doing that, so it's
Yes,
valuable to.
So you can go walk the beach, come back, and then
And then probably. it's done.
look.
Mm.
So if you don't like this picture, you can go and remove it. September housing market, inventory insights, new highlights. Connie, I don't like it. Well, you can come and switch everything. Active listings, pending sales, sold listing analysis, sold price, sold to list price, market strategy for buyers, and your contact info. No, no te gustó. I'm not done. They have more. A social video. You can do a market buzz or how's the market. Let's do a how's the market and generate. So a lot of people tell me, I don't know what to market. I don't know what to post. I don't know what to create. I don't know.
It's there.
And it just started last week. No one has touched it because everybody last week with their kids and family was doing Hispanic heritage stuff and dealing with things. And people are just coming that are what do they call it? The people that come from out of town and just stay this season. Our snowbirds. They're slowly arriving. But you have a video here generated for you. Ay, Connie, no me gustó. It's free. You can create your own, but this is done. Also, the other thing I liked that they did is that it's 16 seconds. Average person gives you 7 seconds or less on Instagram.
Yeah.
And your info, your name comes out at the beginning and your contact info comes out at the end. So now you've saved the video, right? Now what do I do? Instagram, you can do this from the beach. Create, post, select from computer. Here's my download. I'm going to resize it to be original. Now, if I post it here, where else should I post it? What did I just do there? I made myself the center. You guys know I teach. That's what you need to do. Have questions, call me, text me, and you put your phone number. That's the call to action. And you click share, and you just put a video. I created a video, and I like that. I told you, if I put it in one place, I need to put it everywhere. There's something about consistency. So I don't want them to go to Instagram and see one thing about you, and then go to YouTube and see another, and then go to LinkedIn and see another. No, everywhere they go, that's why it's important to use your logo and use the same picture for yourself, etc. So now what would I do? I will come into YouTube, click to create, upload the video, select the file, click here, right?
Put it in the.
Open. The video is there. You select it. If you have a playlist that you create, you put it in. Next. Next. And you post it. Now this creates a link. This is how you do things full circle. This creates a link. And now I have a video. I can come back into where and put it. Matrix. Where? Think about it. Hello. Settings. My information. One home. Right? Save. Now I've done that, correct? Where else can I put it? My Gmail signature. I come into here, see all settings. Once a month, when I update my area info, I can come, or I create a video, I could do it here, look. Market update 33160 by Connie. And I select the words and do what?
Link.
Paste it, apply. Most important thing is to do what? Save. And now every time I email, I have my featured listing and my market update. No? And it takes them where? They need to tap into you and see you in every possible way. There always has to be another way for them to get to you. I hope you like that idea. And then I think with that, I conclude my class.
Love. I love.
Okay? Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Y yo que no quería.
Wow. Ahora voy a